Oftentimes as people, we're scared to set standards for ourselves because we fear on missing out on clients and customers, missing out on certain opportunities, missing out on certain relationships, etc. But setting values for yourself and standing on it is a vital part for your own business, relationships, success, and mental health. Let's talk about it, man. We on the KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 3, Episode number 2, and we gonna call this the cemented stance on your value. Let go.
It's excellent. It's excellent.
So excellent, my boy and my sister.
Cairo. Engage.
Let go.
They ain't gon' grind like this. They ain't gon' push like this. They ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon' move like this. They ain't gon' build like this.
They ain't gon' think like this.
They ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon' push like this. They ain't gon' shine like this.
Yes, sir.
They ain't gon' drip like this. They ain't gon' push like this. They ain't gon' move like this.
They ain't gon' fight like this.
They ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon'
Fight like this. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? My name is KYREN Monteiro. I want to welcome y'all to my podcast, the KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 3, Episode 2. Round of applause, man. Oh, look at that. We got an extra button right there. I like that. Happy accidents, man. We gonna call episode number 2 of Season 3, the cemented stance on your value. Or with my little country accent, I'm a Midwest country boy, the cemented stance on your value. I want to ask y'all, if you have not already, go to our YouTube channel, right? Search KYREN Monteiro on YouTube. Look up the KYREN Monteiro podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the high definition video footage of the podcast while it's being recorded. To listen, download, and stream our podcast, make sure you head over to platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, etc. One more time, round of applause for you, man. The listeners. Without the listener, we don't have nothing. Season 3 of the KYREN Monteiro Show, man. This is the Visionary Series. In Episode 2, the cemented stance on your value, we want to dive into it. Often as people, as entrepreneurs, visionaries, leaders, it is so scary to set value and standards for yourself because we feel like it might drive away people. It might drive away certain opportunities. It might push away certain relationships, whatever it may be. And it's just like, you know what? There's a point where you have to set standards and values for yourself, and you got to stand on that. Now, I'm not saying that you can never negotiate. I'm not saying there's not times where you bend on exactly what you want, but you have to have standards and values for yourself, for your business, and just for your life, or whatever it is, right? So let's dive into, we got a few episode points that we want to get into, but before we dive in, I want to give y'all a couple of definitions of what value is, right? And this one is just off a simple Google search that anybody can look up. And when we think about value as a noun, it defines it as the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. Once again, as a noun, the definition of value is the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. As a verb, I like this definition. It says, consider someone or something to be important or beneficial. Have high opinion of. One more time. Consider someone or something to be important or beneficial. Have a high opinion of. All right. Remember that. All right. As a noun and as a verb. Episode points. Point number 1. Setting standards and values for yourself will expose the people who really have respect and value for you and those who do not. Let me say that one more time. Setting standards and values for yourself will expose the people who really have respect and value for you and those who do not. So when you set those standards and values for yourself, it's really going to show you who's rocking with you and who's not, in layman's term. When you set it and when you stand on it, it's going to expose the people who really value and respect you and those who don't. Period. It's that simple. Point number 2, setting standards and values for yourself will prepare you to have thicker skin for what comes with the territory. One more time. Setting standards and values for yourself will prepare you to have thicker skin for what comes with the territory. When you set values and standards for yourself and stand on it, it's going to come with some backlash from people. And that's going to help you to develop thicker skin and thick skin for what comes with the territory. Whatever you doing, whatever level you're at, it comes with territory. And you got to be able to handle that. You got to be able to handle the fire and the smoke that comes with the territory. Don't be scared of it. Comes with it. Point number 3, setting values and standards for yourself will protect you from both people and situations that are a complete waste of your time. Let me say that one more time. Setting values and standards for yourself will protect you from both people and situations that are a complete waste of your time. One thing that I can't stand personally and in business is somebody that's a complete waste of time. When you got values and standards for yourself and for your business or whatever, and you stand on that and communicate that efficiently, verbally and on paper, it'll help your time from being wasted. It's gonna it'll eventually weed out the serious people and the people that's a complete waste of time. Super important. Point number 4, setting standards and values for yourself. If you are an entrepreneur or running a business, will legally protect you and your business. Let me say that one more time. Setting standards and values for yourself, if you are an entrepreneur or running a business, will legally protect you and your business. You got policies and standards and values on paper that people got to agree to in business, I guarantee you it will help protect you legally. That's a whole nother episode. But it will help protect you legally. Because if people are signing a contract, if you got policies that people got to agree to, whatever, you're letting them know, hey, this is what you're agreeing to. This is what is, and this is what is not. And when you stand on that, and you're held accountable and they're held accountable, it protects you in different legal matters. I promise you. Point number 5, the final point. Setting values for yourself will ultimately ease your mental health and help you sleep better at night. Facts. One more time. Setting values for yourself will ultimately ease your mental health and help you sleep better at night. When you stand on something and you stand on that, it's going to help you sleep better at night. You're going to go to sleep knowing, like, this is what it is. This is what it's not. This is what I'm standing on. And that's it. Love it or hate it. And that's going to help you stand better. It's going to help you sleep better at night. It's going to ease your mental health. It's going to ease anxiety. It's going to ease stress. I promise you, I've been through it. I'm telling you from experience, I know what I'm talking about, man. So that is episode 3, and what I got to chime in on is the cemented stance on your value, man. Round of applause for every listener of the KYREN Monteiro Show. Thank you, man. Genuinely, thank you for listening to the podcast, whether you're watching or you're listening. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to every visionary on the planet that's striving to be above average, man. Let me send y'all out on some good music.
It's excellent.
It's real excellent.
It's excellent. Cairo, engage. Fight, they ain't gon' grind like this. They ain't gon' push like this.
Like
they ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon' move like this.
Like
they ain't gon' build like this.
They ain't gon' think like this.
They ain't gon' fight like this.
They ain't gon' push like this. No.
They ain't gon' shine like this.
They ain't gon' drip like this.
They ain't gon' push like this.
They ain't gon' move like this.
They ain't gon' fight like this.
No, no.
They ain't gon' fight like this.
No, no.
They ain't gon' fight like this. They ain't gon' fight like this.
Ow.
No.
Appreciate y'all, man. The KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 3, Episode number 2. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe on all platforms that podcasts are at to listen and stream and all of that. Go to the YouTube channel to check out the high definition video and share this on your social media. Text people the links of it, man, and just help us spread the word because we're just trying to really add some great value to every listener and viewer of the podcast. The KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 3. This is KYREN Monteiro, your host. Salute to every visionary trying to be above average, man. Salute.